Yes. Today we are going to discuss about the topic disease and disorder due to the lifestyle modification. This topic we discuss about some metabolic disorder disease. This is prevalent in our society due to improper way of living and also condition, stress and also the strain. The diseases are communicable and also the non-communicable. Communicable means the disease which is spread from person to person, that is called communicable. Non-communicable disease means disease will not spread from person to person and it is caused due to this impairment of tissue, impairment of organ and disturbance of normal metabolic function. Due to this, the disease which is caused is called non-communicable disease. Today we are going to discuss about some non-communicable disease, diabetes mellitus, obesity, chronic heart disease, cancer, AIDS. First we see about diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is chronic metabolic disorder. It is most common pancreatic endocrine disorder. It is caused due to this pancreatic endocrine disorder. The main role in diabetes mellitus is called pancreas. The pancreas is acts as a dual gland, exocrine gland and also the endocrine gland. The endocrine part of the pancreas is called isomers Langerhans. The exocrine part of the pancreas is called the exocrine part of this pancreas is pancreas exocrine part. In the pancreas only the endocrine part is called isomers Langerhans. First we want to know about this difference between exocrine and endocrine. Exocrine means possess that, presence of that. For example, salivary glands, tear glands, mammary glands. These all are exocrine glands. Endocrine gland do not possess that. Here, in diabetes mellitus, the pancreatic endocrine part that is called isomers Langerhans. In the pancreas only a group of cells are present that is called isomers Langerhans. From these isomers Langerhans only secreted two type of cells. One is called alpha cells, another is called these beta cells. The alpha cells secrete a hormone that is called glucagon. The beta cells secrete a hormone that is called insulin. The alpha cells secrete glucagon. The glucagon is always act on this glycogen. Due to the action of this glucagon, when the glucagon act on this glycogen, the glycogen is converted to glucose. That's why the glucagon is act as a hyperglycemic hormone. Why it is called this hyperglycemic hormone means the glucagon is always act on this glycogen. The glycogen is converted to glucose, sugar raising hormone. That's why the glucagon is act as a hyperglycemic hormones. Next is called the beta cell. The beta cell secrete hormone that is called insulin. The insulin always act on this glucose. The glucose converted into a glycogens. Sugar lowering hormone. That's why the insulin is act as a hypoglycemic hormone. Sugar lowering hormone act on this glucose. The glucose convert to glycogen. The glycogen is stored liver and muscle. If you want to maintain the normal glucose level in our body, a proper balance between these insulin and glucagon is always necessary. If the glucagon is not secreted, the glycogen is not converted into a glucose. If the insulin is not secreted, the glucose is not converted into a glycogens. You want to maintain the normal sugar level. What is the normal sugar level? 70 to 110 milligrams per 100 ml of blood. If this beyond this level, 130, 140, 160, 170, that is called hyperglycemic. That is called hyperglycemic condition or hyperglycemia, high sugar level. If goes beyond this below 70, low sugar, that is called hypoglycemia. If you want to maintain the normal glucose level, a proper balance between insulin and glucagon is always necessary. The diabetes mellitus also the extremes are type 1, type 2. Two different types of diabetes mellitus. The type 1 diabetes mellitus and type 2 diabetes mellitus is all two different type always increasing all over the world. Now see about these type 1 and type 2 diabetes mellitus. Type 1 diabetes mellitus means insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Insulin dependent diabetes mellitus is called type 1. The type 1 diabetes mellitus, insulin dependent diabetes mellitus mostly occurs at 10 to 20% and occurs mostly in children and also in the young adult, the age between 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 mostly occurs. The one type 1 diabetes mellitus that is called mostly occurs in children and also in young adult. It occurs usually sudden and also life-threatening, and it is caused due to this complete destruction of beta cells. Complete destruction of beta cells in the pancreas. The beta cells are destroyed either due to this genetic reason or due to bacterial infection or viral infection or fungal infection. The beta cell is destroyed. Due to the destruction of beta cell, the insulin is not secreted or deficiency secretion of the insulin. The glucose not converted into a glycogen. Due to the low secretion of this insulin, due to the beta cells are destroyed. There is reason for destruction of beta cells, either genetic reason or due to this either bacterial infection or viral infection or fungal infection. Due to this, the beta cells are destroyed. To the destruction of beta cell, low secretion of insulin or the deficiency of secretion of insulin, the glucose not converted into glycogen. The type of that, due to this what excess of glucose enter into this blood, the category is said to be hyperglycemia. This coming to the category, this type of diabetes mellitus coming to the category of type 1. Type 1 diabetes, that is called insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Mostly occurred in 10 to 20%. Mostly occurs in children and also young adults. And it is also caused due to this destruction of beta cells. Beta cells are destroyed. There is reason for destruction of beta cells: genetic disorder or pancreatic disorder or bacterial infection or fungal infection or viral infection. The beta cells are completely destroyed. Due to this destruction of beta cell, enough insulin is not secreted or fail to secretion of insulin. When the fail to secretion of the insulin or deficiency of insulin, the glucose not able to convert into glycogen. The sugar level is rising. When the sugar level is raised, then raised sugar enter into the blood. This type coming to the category type 1. Next, causes for this type 1: genetic inheritance and also the environmental factors. Environmental factors mean to the infection of virus and also due to the stress is coming. This causes for this type 1. Next is called type 2, non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. This coming to the category type 2. Mostly occurs in adult. The ratio of this 80 to 90%. Mostly that is called type 2, non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Develops slowly and also usually milder and also most stable. Here, the insulin production is insulin is secreted either near normal, above the normal. Insulin is secreted from beta cell, enter into the circulating blood. When the insulin enter into the circulating blood, the target cell of the insulin not respond. Is not respond. That due to this sugar level is raised. That category is said to be type 2. Enough insulin is secreted from beta cell. The circulating level of insulin present in this blood, but target cell do not respond to this circulating insulin in this blood. Thus, coming to the category, due to this what the glucose not converted to glycogen. The type of diabetes mellitus is coming to the category non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Insulin production is normal, either normal or near normal, but due to this, the target cell of the insulin is not respond. Due to this what glucose not able to convert into glycogen. Thus coming under the category that's called type 2, that's called this obesity, increasing of body weight when compared to normal. 10% increasing of body weight when compared to standard level. Overeating, physical inactivity, sedentary lifestyle. These are the causes for this diabetes. Next we go for the symptoms. Hyperglycemia. Increased glucose level in this blood continues said to be hyperglycemia. Polyuria. Increased urine output leading to dehydration, loss of water. Polyuria is a condition. There is condition for diabetes mellitus. One is called hyperglycemia, increased glucose level. Next is called polyuria, increased urine output leading to dehydrations. Polydipsia, loss of water leads to thirst, result increased intake of fluid, either water or any other things, coffee like that. It's called that condition is said to be polydipsia. Glycosuria, excess of glucose excreted in urine, that condition is said to be glycosuria. Polyphagia, excess of hunger due to loss of glucose in urine, that condition is said to be polyphagia. Fatigue and also the loss of weight, fatty tiredness, and also the loss of weight. These are the symptoms commonly seen in diabetes mellitus. Hyperglycemia, polyuria, polydipsia, glycosuria, polyphagia, fatigue and loss of weight. These are the symptoms are commonly seen in diabetes mellitus. How to prevention and also control diet and also hypoglycemic drugs, sugar lowering drugs, by taking of sugar lowering drugs, insulin injection and also physical exercises. These are the one is called diet, hypoglycemic drugs, insulin injection, exercise. These are based on the type of severity of the condition of this diabetes mellitus or maintenance. Dietary management, low carbohydrate. Carbohydrate contains more sugars. By taking of low carbohydrate, fiber rich diet, grains, millet, ragi, wheat, green leafy vegetables. These are the dietary management to control diabetes mellitus. Management with the insulin. Commercially available insulin is available in the market. And also by doing of physical activity. By doing of physical activity, the target cells are stimulated. When the target cells are stimulated, respond to the insulin. This management with insulin. By doing of physical activity, the target cell stimulate to respond to insulin. These are diabetes mellitus. Next we go for the topic obesity. Storage of excess of fat in the body with a normal increase of body weight. Storage of excess of fat in the body with abnormal increase in body weight. Abnormal increase in body weight. The increasing of body weight 10% above the level, either male or female. Increasing the body weight above 10% and compare the standard weight either same age or same sex, either male or female, considered as obese. Obesity is a complex multi-factor chronic disease developing from the influence of stimulation of social, behavioral, psychological, metabolic, cellular factors. That's why it is called this multifactorial chronic disease. Right? The another meaning for this obesity, increasing of a level of 10% of the standard weight for same age and sex, considered as obese. Right? Okay, the degree of obesity is assessed by body mass index. How the obesity is assessed? The degree of obesity is assessed by body mass index. How to calculate body mass index? Weight in kg divided by square of height in meters. Body mass index calculated weight in kg divided by square of height in meters. For example, a person weight is 70 kg, height is 180 centimeter. 70 bar height 1.8 square. The BMI range is 21.6. Normal range of this BMI 19 to 25. This is a normal range, either male or the female. The normal range of BMI 19 to 25, either male or female, beyond this normal age, beyond this normal range 19 to 20, beyond 25, leads to obese. Below this 19 is weak body. In this way, the BMI is calculated. Causes for obesity: genetic factor, genetic inheritance, endocrine factor, hormonal factor. Endocrine means what? Hormonal factor. To the stimulation of this hormone, overeating, physical inactivity. These are the causes for this obesity. What are the risk factors for this obesity? Hypertension, high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes mellitus, arthritis, joint pain, and also the gallbladder disease. Gallbladder disease. These are the risk factors for this obesity. Risk factor of obesity: hypertension, high BP, diabetes, arthritis, joint pain, and also gallbladder disease. How to prevent and control of this obesity? Diet management, and also low calorie intake of food, yoga, physical exercises, and by doing of meditation. These are the preventive measures to control for obesity. Next we go for heart disease. Cardiovascular heart disease. Cardiovascular heart disease associated with disease of blood vessel and also the heart. Related to blood vessels and also the heart. The coronary heart disease, CHD, the most common form of disease, and it is caused due to this deposit of fat or calcium or cholesterol in the blood vessels. The heart, so normally the blood vessel, the aorta is one of the largest blood vessels. From the aorta only, the branch of from aorta is called coronary artery. The coronary artery, which is formed from the branch of aorta, is particular to right and left coronary artery, which is supply the oxygenated blood to the heart muscle. Aorta, one of the largest blood vessel, is arises in this anterior on the wall of the left ventricle. From this aorta, particular into two branches, that is called coronary artery, right and left coronary artery. The right and left coronary artery only supply the oxygenated blood to the inner wall of the heart muscles. Due to the deposit of cholesterol, either cholesterol or fat or calcium, the inner wall of the artery is a normal blood vessel. The inner wall of the normal blood vessel, due to the deposit of either fat or calcium or cholesterol, the normal blood vessel, this is the normal blood vessel. Due to the inner wall deposit, either calcium or cholesterol or fat, becomes a narrowing. Either narrowing and also form a stick of fibrous, either narrowing or to form a fibrous complicated structure that is called plaque. Due to this low supply of blood to the heart muscle, when it becomes a normal blood vessel, when it becomes narrowing, low supply of oxygenated blood to the heart muscle. When the oxygen is not received to the heart muscle, the death of heart muscle, the heart muscle fail to work. That is called atherosclerosis. Low oxygen supply to the heart muscle due to the either narrowing of blood vessel or blockage or fibrous formation inner wall of the blood artery of the blood vessels. Low supply or insufficient supply of oxygen to the heart muscle leads to ischemia. It is called atherosclerosis. And also it is called, and also myocardial infarction, death of heart muscle. Why the heart muscle failed to function? Enough oxygen supply is not received by the heart muscle. What reason for? Either narrowing of artery, inner part of the blood vessel become narrowing, or fibrous formation occurs. Due to this, a blockage occurs. Either due to the narrowing or blockage, low supply of oxygen to the heart muscle fail to function. That is called this atherosclerosis or death of heart muscle, and also leads to myocardial infarction. What are the reasons for this risk factor of this cardiovascular disease? Hypertension, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, whether deposit of more cholesterol, that is called high blood cholesterol, hypercholesterolemia. That's indicate hypercholesterolemia. Causes for this CHD, coronary heart disease, heredity, genetic factors, obesity, increasing of age, over cigarette smoking, and also consumption of alcohol, and also physical inactivity. These are the causes for this coronary heart disease. What are the symptoms for this coronary heart disease? Shortness of breath, chest pain occurs, headache, tiredness, swelling of legs. These are the symptoms for this coronary heart disease. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It's a severe viral disease caused by HIV. HIV causes immunodepression in human, affect the immune system of our body, decrease the power of the immune. It is called immunodeficiency in humans. And it is also caused due to this depletion of a type of white blood corpuscle, WBC, which is involved for formation of antibodies. The type of white blood corpuscles which is involved for formation of antibodies is called CD4 plus T corpuscles, B lymphocyte, macrophages. These are these white blood lymphocyte which is involved for formation of antibodies. B cell, T cell, T cell, T helper cell act against virus, B lymphocyte act against the bacteria. The HIV specifically destroy or the infection of the HIV, one type of lymphocyte, CD4, plus T helper cell, B lymphocyte, and macrophages. These all are completely destroyed. The macrophages also act as a reservoir of viruses. Now, HIV infection, the HIV is stored in the macrophages, and also it spread or disseminate or spread to this or tissue of our body. When the completely the lymphocytes are destroyed, our body immune systems are completely attacked by various infection, either bacterial infection or viral infection or fungal infection. Power of the immunity is decrease due to the complete depletion of lymphocytes. At the same time, the HIV is found in blood and also the body fluid. Various body fluid like semen, pleural fluid, pericardial fluid, peritoneal fluid, cervical fluid, vaginal fluid, synovial fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, amniotic fluid, breast milk, so all the places and it is all found. Same time, the HIV also can destroy the brain cells. Near the body fluid which is present in HIV, maybe as tumor or tumor, semen, pleural fluid, pericardial fluid, peritoneal fluid, cervical fluid, synovial fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, amniotic fluid, vaginal secretion. So all the places HIV are found. The HIV also can destroy brain cells. Transmission of HIV. The HIV is transmitted by various sexual contact with the infected person, use of contaminated needle or contaminated infected blood, and infected mother to the child through the placenta. When the pregnant mother is infected by the HIV, the infected mother to the child through placenta is transmitted. The HIV transmission also not to this not to the touch or direct contact. Mostly these are transmitted through this indirect contact, either blood or body fluid. What are the symptoms of HIV? Persons are more susceptible infected by the HIV due to this viral infection, bacterial infection, fungal infection, and also protozoal infections. Weight loss at least 10% body weight when compared to normal. Chronic diarrhea more than 1 month. Prolonged fever more than 1 month. Night sweat. Meningitis. It's called meningitis. Inflammation of brain membrane. The brain is covered by 3 membranous covering. Outer dura matter, middle arachnoid matter, innermost biomatter. Whether this bacterial infection or fungal infection or viral infection, the brain membrane inflammation occur, that is called meningitis. And also brain damage, loss of memory, and also loss of intelligence. These are the symptoms of AIDS. ELISA means enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. That is the expansion of ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. That is called ELISA. It is a preliminary test. It's a sensitive preliminary test, blood test used to detect the HIV antibody. Either presence of antibody or absence of antibody. Test by a preliminary test method that is called ELISA. ELISA means enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. It's a sensitive preliminary blood test used to detect HIV antibodies. The second test that is called Western blot is a confirmatory test. Confirmatory test is highly specific based on specific antibody viral core protein. Here to detect HIV antibody, but in Western blot is a confirmatory test to detect specific antibody viral core protein. That is Western blot is a confirmatory test. Preliminary test that is called ELISA. Confirmatory test that is called Western blot. With the help of the preliminary test to detect the HIV antibodies. The next that is called Western blot. It is a confirmatory test to detect the specific antibody viral core protein. Next we go for the treatment. Antiretroviral drugs. Antiretroviral drugs. Antiretroviral drugs such as azithromycin, zidovudine, and skylarabine. These are the 3 drugs which is used for treatment of AIDS. It is called antiretroviral drugs. Prevention of AIDS, screening of blood from blood bank for HIV before transfusion of the blood. Ensuring the use of disposable needles, syringes, advocating the safe sex and also advantages of using of condoms, creating awareness among the people. Person with HIV or AIDS not isolated from the family or society. These are the preventive way for control of AIDS. Next we go for non-communicable disease last is called cancer. About 4 million deaths annually throughout the world, all over the world. The people they are affected by cancer. In India, more than 1 million suffer from a cancer. The meaning for cancer, the rating word, meaning for cancer, that is called CRAB. Study of cancer, that is called oncology. Cancer means abnormal and uncontrolled growth of cell followed by division of cell due to repeated mitotic divisions, that is called cancer. Proliferation of growth and also uncontrolled division of the cell, the result of repeated mitotic division, that is called cancer. The cancer cells also spread to the surrounding tissue and also destroy the surrounding tissue. The cancer cell, it is a heterogeneous group of cells that do not respond to a normal cell division. Cancer cells are migrate to distant parts of the body and affect the new tissue. That process called metastasis. Metastasis means cancer cell migrate to the distant part of the body and affect the new tissue. The process called metastasis. The cancer based on the origin, and it is for the classified into three different types of cancer. One is carcinoma, second sarcoma, third leukemia. Carcinoma means the cancer cells are arised from epithelial tissue and also the glandular tissue. Coming in the category of carcinoma. The carcinoma cancers are mostly occurs in the body parts, skin, lung, stomach, and brain. Mostly this area occurs the cancer, that is called a carcinoma. Second is called sarcoma. The sarcoma arises from connective tissue and also muscular tissue. Mostly it is occurs in the body parts like bones, tendons, and also cartilage, and also the muscle. This area occurs the type of cancer that is called a sarcoma. Last one is called this leukemia. Leukemia is the characteristic features increased white blood corpuscle. The leukemia also is called a blood cancer. The number of white blood corpuscle increased. That condition is said to be leukemia. This also is called blood cancer. Mostly affect the children below the age 15 years. Cancer causing agent is called carcinogens. Carcinogen means the substance which is cause cancer. That is called carcinogens or carcinogenic agent. The carcinogenic agent may be a biological agent, physical agent, or chemical agent, or ionizing agent. These are all carcinogens. Carcinogen means disease causing agent. That is called carcinogenic agent. Some of the carcinogenic agent, biological agent, physical agent, chemical agent, ionizing agent. Based on the carcinogenic agents are classified into physical irritant, chemical agent, radiation, biological agent. Carcinogenic agents are classified into four different: physical irritant, chemical agent, radiation, biological agent. Physical irritant means either it is caused further again due to this over smoking or heavy smoking, and also it is caused due to this tobacco chewing and exposure, excessive exposure of sunlight, over exposure of sunlight. Due to this heavy smoking, cancer occurs in the lungs or the oral cavity or in the pharynx and also in the larynx. These all the cancer occurs due to this heavy smoking. Next is called tobacco chewing. Over chewing of tobacco causes a cancer, that is called oral cancer. Over exposing of sunlight leads to a causes cancer, skin cancer, and also it is called melanoma. These three are coming in the category of physical irritant. Chemical agent. Nicotine. Tobacco contains a toxic substance, chemical toxic substance that is called nicotines and also caffeine. So over intake of nicotine and caffeine also causes a cancer. Due to these what chemicals, that is called chemical agent. Radiation, overexposure of X-rays, ultraviolet rays. When overexposing of X-rays and ultraviolet rays damage the DNA, affect the DNA. And due to this damage of DNA, some genetic disorder occurs to the individual. Thus coming in the category of radiation. Biological agent. Biological agent is called viruses. Those viruses, the cancers or occurs, that is called biological agent. These all are carcinogenic agents. Next we go for treatment of cancer. Chemotherapy, and the fourth one that is called immunotherapy. These are the four different methods which is used for treatment of cancer. Surgery method. So surgery method, cut and remove this surgically the particular infected area of the cancer. Prevent further spreading of cancer. So one of the methods is called surgery method. Therefore, the surgery method prevent further spread of cancer. Next is called radiation therapy. By overexposing of radiation or first dose, second dose, third dose like that. Based on this infection, the T cells are completely irradiated by lethal doses, first dose, second dose, third dose, protecting surrounding normal cells. The affected area irradiated by radiation. By the radiation of several first dose, second dose, third dose based on the infection, protect the surrounding cell, normal cells. Chemotherapy, application of anti-cancer drugs, chemical drugs, anti-cancer drugs prevent cell division of cancer or to kill the cancer cell by using of what chemotherapy. Last is called is immunotherapy and interferon, antiviral protein. That's called interferon. Interferon used to activate immune system. When the immune system are activated, help to destroy the tumor cell. These are the 4 different methods treatment used for cancer. Prevention of cancer. For example, lung cancer. Avoiding of smoking of tobacco. Thus prevent lung cancer. Avoiding of overexposing of sunlight to prevent from this what skin cancer. Next we go for characteristic features of cancer. Now cancer, what is the characteristic features of cancer cell? The cancer cell, compared to the normal cell, the ratio of this nuclei of the cancer cell is higher when compared than high rate when compared than cytoplasm. Normal cell nucleus is simple, but in cancer cell the nuclei are spherical or prominent nuclei is present. The ratio of the nuclei is high rate when compared than cytoplasm. That's the cancer cell. When the cancer cell observed by the microscope, the ratio of the nuclei is higher when compared than the area of the cytoplasm. At the same time, the cancer cells are spread to the neighboring tissue, but normal cells do not spread to neighboring tissue. The cancer cells are divided. Uncontrolled division of the cell, proliferation of the growth, and uncontrolled division of the cell. Normal cells do not divide. Divide, but not like a cancer cell. Cancer cells are rapid multiplication occur through repeated mitotic division. And also the cancer cells are spread to the neighboring cells and destroy the neighboring cells and also the tissue. These are characteristic features of this cancer cell.